What if competition wasn't about defeating your opponent, but about finding balance? What if strategic thinking could explain not just economics, but war, politics, and even human behavior itself? This is the story of John Nash, the mathematician who redefined how we understand decision-making and the structure of human interaction. Born in 1928, John Forbes Nash Jr. showed early signs of genius. While others played games, Nash studied them, questioning the logic behind choices, strategies, and outcomes. He was a thinker apart, guided by pure curiosity. At Princeton, Nash entered a world of intellectual giants. But he was different. While others worked within established theories, Nash sought to create something new, something revolutionary. His breakthrough came in game theory, a field that studies strategic interactions. Economists had long believed in Adam Smith's idea that individuals acting in their own self-interest naturally lead to the best overall outcome. Nash disagreed. He introduced the concept of the Nash equilibrium, a state where no player can improve their position by changing their strategy alone. In other words, the best outcome is not one where everyone competes ruthlessly, but where each player considers the choices of others. This was a game changer, literally. The Nash equilibrium proved that in many competitive situations, stability arises not from one dominant winner, but from mutual adaptation. Nash's insights didn't just apply to games. His work revolutionized economics, influencing market dynamics, negotiations, and even global politics. His ideas shaped Cold War strategy, guiding nuclear deterrence policies, where superpowers, locked in mutual suspicion, maintained stability not through domination, but through calculated restraint. Even evolutionary biologists found his work invaluable. In nature, survival isn't just about aggression, it's about equilibrium, about how species adapt and coexist over time. But just as the world was recognizing his genius, Nash's mind turned against him. In the late 1950s, he began exhibiting signs of schizophrenia, hearing voices, believing he was at the center of a vast conspiracy. Diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, he spent years in and out of institutions, his once brilliant mind consumed by delusions. The mathematical world thought they had lost him forever. But Nash's story did not end in tragedy. Slowly, painfully, he emerged from his illness, not through medicine, but through sheer will. He taught himself to recognize his delusions, to reject the false realities his mind created. Though the world had moved on, Nash never stopped thinking, never stopped searching for patterns, for meaning. Then, in 1994, after decades in the shadows, Nash was awarded the Nobel Prize for his work in game theory. His ideas had reshaped economics, and the world finally recognized the genius that had once been lost. It was more than a scientific triumph, it was a human one. A testament to resilience, to the power of the mind, and to the belief that even in darkness, brilliance endures. Today, Nash's contributions continue to shape the world. His equilibrium theory guides business negotiations, AI decision-making, and even social networks. His journey reminds us that genius is fragile, that the line between brilliance and madness is thin, but that the human spirit can rise above even the greatest struggles. John Nash was more than a mathematician, he was a survivor, a thinker who saw the hidden structures behind chaos, a man who found balance in a world that had nearly broken him. His legacy is not just in equations, but in the resilience of the human mind.